There's only one problem. Now then, really chuffed that Polo's fixed.
Is that better than me?
Yeah. There's only one problem. Yeah, really happy that the Polo's fixed because now I can go out for rides in it with you.
How do you know Polo's fixed?
Because I've seen it. I've seen it.
I've seen it.
The exhaust fell off.
It did! It did! Yeah, the exhaust fell off on the back of the tow truck. Yeah, seriously though, the Polo is actually fixed. It is back, and I'm going to do some work on it today. So what it has had done is it has had 2 new bearings, it's had the gearbox oil changed and topped up because it was a little bit low, and it's also had some new exhaust hanger bushes, except one of them's fallen off already. Anyway, so Polo's fixed. We're on search for some butties, and then the next bit you're going to see is going to be me living dream in Polo.
See you later.
Look at it. It's back. Right, so we have got a few things to fix still, to be honest with you. Don't know if you just noticed from that, but I'm obviously opening the door from the inside. The door locking mechanism or something is bent. Now, obviously, you're not going to pass an MOT if somebody can't get into your car, and it's completely broken. Nothing at all. So you got to just... That, lovely. I'm tempted just to put the new doors on rather than trying to fix this locking mechanism. I need to check the membranes, to be honest, because I also don't want it to leak. So I'll have a look at that. Obviously I'm going to drop the front back down so it matches at the moment in time. That's quite low. That's quite high. So we'll sort all that out, and then it just needs a good clean because it is very dirty. It's still got like rust from the tent on the windscreen and everything. So let's go. That was pretty stuck in there. Right, so it turns out this bit is actually knackered. If you can see there, that bit is completely snapped. So, I'm gonna have to try to do something to get a new one of these before next week. Now, do you know what? I'm not gonna change the doors. I'm gonna try to get a new handle. I was only doing this because I thought that I'd be able to fix this and put it on the new door. I don't think the new door's got any of this, so I don't really want it to leak if it starts raining this week. So I think I'm just going to put this back on, try to get a new door handle and get the car up, put the new wheels on and lower the suspension again. Because at the moment, as you saw, it's very down on the back and not so down at the front. So we'll level all that off and hopefully it should be good for an MOT. I'm going to put a little clip on the exhaust hanger as well because that has fallen off on me already. Let's go. Nice fun. Right, I'm back. It's the next day and I've got a pair of door handles to stick back on the car. So shout out Mike for helping me out as usual. He's my sort of spare parts department. I'm just borrowing this, so if anybody has got a set of handles, give me a shout if I haven't sorted it already. I believe you can just swap the locking mechanisms out of these, so I'm going to give that a go. Hopefully it'll all work off one key. So I shall quickly bash these on. I did check the other doors and only one of them has got a membrane, so before I put those on, I'm going to order some new membranes just so they don't leak when I put them on. That's why this needs sorting. Right, so I believe with these you can just unscrew this bit and that'll basically pull the whole locking mechanism out. So I'm going to give that a go, hopefully that works. You can see, yeah, this one is just completely snapped. In fact, it hasn't even got a handle on it. Spot the difference. It's quite an easy one. You've got to be really careful if you're doing this. Obviously all your pins for your key are in there. So make sure that none of these little pins fall out. And that should be it now. That's effectively my key barrel in there now on the sort of working handle. So we'll put that back on and then that should just work as my original handle did. Spot on, fit that back to the car. That was brave, wasn't it? Giving it a little shot. Ah, lovely. Right, so that's the first really simple fix for a car. We've got a door handle back on, you can get in it, so that is good. The next thing we need to do, jack it up, get these wheels off, because they haven't got much tread on the tyres. Don't want to fail at an MOT on tyres when I've got some perfectly good ones in the lockup over there. So we're going to get this up, change the wheels over, drop it back down, also adjust suspension because the front's much higher than the rear. And then that'll be sort of the first time we see what it looks like with the new suspension and the new wheels on. I'm excited. So that's it, wheels back on, car is on the ground. Let me just show you these tyres that I've taken off. This was basically a problem from underinflation. So they had metal dust caps on and the metal dust caps completely seized on, which meant that I could never put air in them, but look how bold this is. It never getting through an MOT like this. But we are sorted. Car is there in the background, looking unbelievable. So the last job is that I need to get the door card on. So I'm going to get the door card on now and then show you what it looks like. Obviously you can see it in the background, but I'll do a bit of a close-up on what everything looks like. So yeah, door card, here we go. Right, so that is the door completely put back together. Now, if you can see up there, obviously you can still see that I haven't got this trim bit for the boot. Now, I do want to tidy that up a little bit. I have got the trim, so that is the last thing I'm going to do, is put all that back on, clip it back together, and then hopefully the car is back in one piece. It's ready for MOT, needs a bit of a clean, but apart from that, we should be all right. So I'll do that now. See now, it's all fitted nice and flush. Do you know what, I've had this for absolutely ages, but I just thought there's no point putting it on while the car is still in bits. So I've had that and the little poppers to put them in for absolutely ages. Really nice guy sold them to me actually. I think he only sold it to me for about 15 quid or something like that. So shout out if that was you. That is one bit that I've been missing for a long time, so happy to get that sorted. So there you go, that is obviously all the aftermath left behind me. I will cut to it and show you the car. I do need to get it cleaned at some point before it goes for its MOT. It is absolutely filthy, like we've already said, but yeah, here we go. Eventually, a look at the Polo project. Let's go. Right, so that is everything fixed with the Polo. We've put the door card back on, the wheels are changed, the suspension's back down, and I've done a few other little bits like sorted out the washer bottle and filled that up, and also my rear fog light was actually white, so I put a red bulb in there. So next episode, or possibly the one after, is going to be us taking the Polo to VW for an MOT, finding out if there's anything wrong, whether I've messed anything up, or whether it's all good and roadworthy. But for now, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and comment what you think of this lovely car. But for now, I will see you in the next one.